Welcome everybody to how I draw characters in Illustrator. So first thing I do is create a new document. You can copy the presets that I have on screen right now, and then I simply just name what I'm creating and then create the document. So now that I've made the document, I need to get the Pantone colors out. So what I do is go to Window, Swatch Libraries, and then select color books, and then after that select Pantone solid coated colors. This step will really help you out when you're coloring your illustration, and you'll see later in the video that I experiment a lot with different color choices. Now that I've got my Pantone colors on the screen, I just need to create my own brush. Due to the fact that Illustrator doesn't have any preset of any pressure within their brushes, I'd have to create my own. Usually I do about 6 point, and then for the pressure I do it 6 point again. This way I have full control on each brush stroke that I create within my illustration. Now the last thing that I need to do before I can start drawing is place in a sketch of what I'm going to vector. Just in case you're wondering, I do use Procreate on my iPad for all the sketches that I create before I vector it up in Illustrator. Now that I've got it placed in, all I need to do is double click on the layer, and then I select lock and then dim images to 50%, and then click OK, and then I create a new layer and I'm ready to go. Now that we have finished the initial setup of our document, all we need to do is just draw the outline. So now that we have the final outline completed, all we need to do is select it all, copy and drag it to the side. So this way we have a live backup of the outline. So if we want to change something in the future, we can go back to that original copy and paste and change the line work. I then select all my outline and then go over to Object, Expand, Appearance, and then go again to Expand, and then Object again to Path, and then Clean Up, and then just hit OK, and then I go to Pathfinder tools and hit Unite. As you can see in SpongeBob's mouth, there's that little line, and I just delete that. If there's any more, I'll just go back in and check and just delete it. So next up I need to add the base color. So what I do, I find the most common color used in the illustration, and then I create a rectangle, place it over the illustration, and then right click and then go to Arrange and then Center Back. After that I select my whole illustration including the background, and then I go to the Pathfinder tools and hit Merge. After that I just select just the background, the excess background, and literally zoom up and touch the green, and then go over to Select, Same, Fill Color. This way all of the green is selected. I then copy and then I delete it, and then move to a new layer below the outline and paste it in again. Once that is done, I go and just align it with the outline on top. I then zoom up as much as I can just to align it in the perfect position. I then zoom back out and then start deleting the background base color that I don't need. Now that my base colour is fully fitted on, all I need to do is just start colouring in all the colour variations that are in the illustration. I make sure I get as much base colour down as I can before I start going back to the iPad and blocking in more colours for the base. Now that I've finished up on the base, all I need to do now is just add a background. I do this by creating a new layer, sending it to the back, and then selecting the rectangle tool to cover the whole artboard. I then use the Pantone colours to select which colour I think is going to work well with the colours in the foreground. And then finally, all I need to do is add the shadows, which allows the base colours that we've already put on pop. Hey guys, hope you've enjoyed this video of me creating my characters in Illustrator. A lot of you on Instagram have been asking about how I create my illustrations, so I thought the best way to do it was to create a tutorial on YouTube. I explained my ways of going about it. If I have missed anything, please comment below. I'll be sure to answer anything you request. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.